there will be spoilers, because I need to get deep on here, so beware. There's going to be spoilers, and let's dive in. Michael Pena, is that how you say his name? Yeah, Michael Pena as Lewis. I thought he was fucking incredible, okay? But, like, his two friends, you know, T.I. and the other guy, those two guys didn't really do it for me. They were kind of like, I laughed a couple times at their comedicness, but really, Michael Pena was fucking gold. He was just gold, okay? He just had me laughing hysterically. And I thought that Corey Stoll was a perfect choice for Yellow Jacket and Darren Cross. But he was such a weak villain. Again, if you go through and you watch my reviews of Marvel films, at least the ones I've done, the villains always seem to be so weak. Like, I felt like the villain, Yellow Jacket, was like a literal afterthought in this movie. Like, I feel like when they finished the screenplay and they certified it and they couldn't make any more changes to it, somebody was like, "Fuck, man, we forgot about the villain. Shit, man, we forgot to make, you know, Yellow Jacket detailed. Right. Make him fleshed out." It doesn't matter. It's gonna make all kinds of money anyways. I mean, that's kind of how I felt. Like, it just felt like an extreme afterthought. But Michael Douglas, I thought he was awesome. I mean, I've been a fan of Michael Douglas since, like, Beyond the Game and shit, okay? A long, long time, all right? I thought Michael Douglas just fit like a glove in here. And at the very beginning, when Michael Douglas, Hank Pym, when he was speaking with Howard Stark, seriously, I don't know if there was, like, makeup going on or CGI or, like, a combination of CGI and makeup going on with Michael Douglas, but it was astoundingly well done. Okay, I was like, damn, they got this motherfucker looking like 30 years younger and shit. Like, it was incredible. Like, remember how terrible that same technique that they tried to apply with that third X-Men movie or whatever? Oh my god. Luckily it didn't turn out like this. Michael Douglas looked great in that sequence, and I love that whole scene with Agent Carter, Peggy Carter, Howard Stark, just great stuff. Paul Rudd, I mean, the cast is fine, but Paul Rudd was an inspired choice. Just a fascinating choice to play Scott Lang, our new Ant-Man. I thought he was fine. And Evangeline Lilly as Hope, I thought she was fine too. Though, I felt like when, at the end of the movie, when Paul Rudd and Hope, you know, when Scott Lang and Hope, when they start kissing at the end, and I guess they're romantically involved now, really? That felt kind of forced. I mean, it just kind of felt out of place. I mean, I guess you could say, well, through their training and blah, 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 they, you know, want to do some of that. I thought that was a little bit quick, wasn't it? And also, a really big negative for me, like, the villain being weak was a big negative. Another huge negative is before this moment here in the bathtub, before this moment, the movie just felt okay. It just felt very underwhelming. Like, it was entertaining, but like before this bathtub sequence, I was like, are we in a Marvel movie? Because it sure as fuck doesn't feel like it. Once that bathtub sequence happened, that shit blew my fucking mind. Anytime that we were in a shrinking situation, like here or here, okay, these moments of shrinkage just blew my mind. Like, astounding visuals, okay? Astounding. There was one time when Michael Douglas, when he was talking about when he was younger with his wife, and they had to stop this rocket that was going across the ocean, and the way that the camera zooms down on the rocket, and literally, in my mind, I was like, why do they keep zooming in on the rocket? Oh my god, they are tiny. Visual effects. These are the best use of CGI in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I have seen to date. Like, it was that impressive. Like, every time it happened, I was like, blah, blah, blah. Like, my brain was, like, bubbling up and spilling out my ears. It was incredible. I highly recommend seeing this in 3D. I don't know. I mean, the cast is fine. The action, when it happens, is really fun to watch. But I felt like the beginning of the film wasn't structured correctly. Really weak villain. And just the replay value is not that high for me, you know? I mean, this is a great first trip movie. Like, when you watch this movie for the first time, great. But after the first time, I just don't see myself watching this again and again. I mean, when I think of like near masterpiece Marvel films, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy. I think of Captain America: Winter Soldier. I think of Avengers: Age of Ultron, which is surprising because I didn't really care for the first Avengers. In this movie, I really like this movie. I just don't really love it. Personally, I'm feeling an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'm feeling a strong 8 out of 10. I mean, it's a fun time. There's plenty of laughs to be had. The visuals are fucking incredible. I am telling you, they are incredible. But I just don't think that this movie is a masterpiece, and I don't even think it's close to being a masterpiece, personally. So what do you think of this film? Let me know your thoughts down below. Okay?